Hello. Well, welcome back to the Great Talk Shop with this hot online program that many of you love to tune into. And by the way, let me say, I thank all of you for your patronage and for listening. And I respect you and your comments, and I really am grateful. This is Talk Shop, as you know, where we tell the truth and let the chips fall where they may. And as I always say, truth crashed to earth, no matter what, shall rise again. And the best part for me is that I ask you, what time is it? And the best part for me is that you answer, it's nation time. It's nation time. We're trying to build this nation, folks. We are trying to build this nation. You know something? Even before I start today, I want to comment on something spectacular. A very brilliant comment that was put out there. Very interesting. You know, I don't waste time on comments, but sometimes they are so important that I want to spend just 2 seconds on them. Well, this person, by the advice of my producer, they say I shouldn't even mention his name. But he actually asked me, hey, KSM, when are you expecting your appointment? Mission appointment. Oh my goodness. This is the little I want to say to the boy. I'm calling him a boy because it's not the reasoning of an intelligent man. I know he's male, but this is my response to the boy and other boys who are asking that same question. You're all boys, you know. Here's my response, man, folks. You are judging me. Anybody who can ask me, KSM, when is your appointment coming? You are judging me by your state of mind. When I say you are judging me by your state of mind, it means that is you. That is your character. That is your nature. And because you are who you are, you think somebody else is like you. And if you say judging by your state of mind, no. For example, because you're a thief, you think that they are also thieves. Because you are honest, maybe when you see anybody, you assume that they are also honest. You judge people by your state of mind. So whoever this guy or guys who was asking me, when is your appointment, you are the kind of people that will do anything so that you are rewarded. The least you do, you want some reward, otherwise it's not worth doing it. But let me tell you folks, there are some of us whose conscience is above that. And as I said in the program long ago, I said, no one can buy my conscience. It is too expensive, so forget it, eh? So when my appointment comes, you'll know. Don't worry, I'm sure it will be in the papers, eh? Anyway, today, folks, do you know what I want to talk about today? Something is bothering me small. And even before I get to that, this is not my main topic. This is just something by the side that I also want to talk about. A very good young friend of mine. This guy, I think he must be in his very early 30s. I remember a few months ago, KSM Micro States, I want to travel, and I kept advising him, take it easy. You have a good job, incidentally. He's working with a very good company. I won't mention the name of the company. But it was quite impressive that he had a very good job. Every time I went to that office, I saw him and I was like, but why are you running away? No, Charlie Ghana, they say, I'm going to America, no matter what. A few days ago, I visited the office and he wasn't there. I called him, there was no answer. I kept calling. So I called the office. They said, oh, he has not been here in about a month, you know. But maybe you can send him a text because he doesn't pay calls. You can send him on WhatsApp. So I got in touch with him on WhatsApp. And I said, hey, my man, I'm trying to reach you. Where are you? Then he came back to me and said, oh, I'm not in Ghana. I'm in America. I said, oh, wow. So I sent him a message. I said, oh, finally. You are in America? Finally? Then he came back and said, Charlie, KSM, things are not good. Cry. I said, oh, we put you in show. I don't think he's been gone for even 2 months. He is so depressed, so dejected, and can't wait to come back home. And I tease him, I said, well, at least you don't have to worry about paying your flight back. Trump is deporting people, so you go and voluntarily say, Charlie, I'm illegal. They will deport you for free. You don't have to pay the airfare. But I'm saying this as a joke, but Pacho, the youth of Ghana, who are all intent on Jackpa, leaving Ghana, please, the pasture is not as green as maybe it was some time ago. I won't lie. At the time I went, it was quite green. But things have changed, folks. So wherever you want to run away to, please think. Think. Because right now, if you are in America and you are an illegal immigrant, trust me, it's just like you're a criminal. Because they are looking around to find people who don't have their correct papers to deport them. And it's so scary. My friends are telling me, I'm even afraid to move. I mean, it is so scary. Why? So let me come to this, folks. Every species in this world, even let's look at the animal species. If you look at the ant, Atatia, the ant, when they want to build, they build on their own. Their whole support system is just the ants. They do everything by the ants. They don't have to construct bridges over rivers and everything. If ants want to do something, ants do it. Akrantie, grass cutter. If grass cutter wants to dig a hole and do all kinds of network, the grass cutter, they do it on their own. They don't go and seek help for anybody. You never hear a grass cutter say, oh, I'm waiting for the rabbit to come because I need some help. Or the rabbit say, oh, I'm going to see the cat because I need some help. Do you know what I'm saying here? It's only Africans who have programmed themselves because of colonialism to think that we cannot do anything for ourselves. So we're always looking for aid. We're always looking for help. Only Africans. Even the animals depend on themselves. So this is just a food for thought. What I came to talk about today is the extent of my somewhat disappointment, folks. After the last election, and you have been watching my program, you see the vim that I have, that Ghana will rise again. And yes, Ghana will rise again. But you see the vim I come with every time. I'm so excited that now we are ready to move. It's no longer going to be business as usual, but business unusual. And that's the vim, and that's what I'm expecting. But folks, I'm starting to see things, which is also starting to convince me, say, Ghana, after this euphoria, we don't realize that we are slipping back to business as usual. Did you see Parliament? After such a amazing election, after going through this amazing test of democracy and succeeding, I would have thought in my friend is saying, maybe idealistic mind, that this is the time that all parliamentarians are getting together. They're going to put things there to discuss that will move the nation. That is what is supposed to happen. Says, this is the agenda. Barabim, barabam, barabam. If anything at all, the NDC can lead the agenda. Because you have two-thirds majority. Move! We have things to do. Shall the things that President Mahama has to do, the level of indebtedness that we are in, the level of structureless country that we are in, it's deep. And I'm thinking right about now, co-election, we have elected Mahama, he has come, he's giving his speech, I'm going to do this.
I have entered into a covenant with you, the good people of Ghana, in which I have enumerated 26 actions that I'll take within my first 120 days. There is reason for hope, and there is every reason for hope. Let today be the dawn of a new era of hope, an era of job creation, an era of accountability, an era of institutional strengthening and resilience, and an era of unparalleled potential for all Ghanaians.
We think that, yeah, Charlie, we are ready to move now. Ghana shall rise again, and Ghana is getting ready to rise. You also the swearing in. When I came here, excited that the Black Star is rising again, because every country from the continent and beyond was here, because we're swearing in our president after our election. And that was the vim. I thought, Charlie, to say the no more business as usual. And then I saw business in parliament, and I'm saying, oh God, forgive us. Let me start with the minority. The minority was sort of said that there was still counting or collation going on in Ablekuma North, and so there was nobody representing Ablekuma North. So they were determined to hold parliament until somebody fills their seat. And let me show you a small clip of them singing, whatever. Take a look at this.
No Ablekuma, no government business. 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 This is a 276 member house.
I was looking at this and I'm saying, hey, Ghana Parliament. Until we have come from the election, we are going now to move this country forward. This is the start. Petty things like that. Master, if you have a problem with the Ablekuma North seat, is Parliament the place to protest? Why don't you go en masse to the office of the Electoral Commissioner and tell the Electoral Commissioner, we are going to stay in your office until we get an answer, otherwise we won't go anywhere, and then stay there. Then I know, such Moniabre, you're really putting your pressure where the pressure belongs, because you're talking about the elections, and because of that, you held Parliament hostage. You see, Charlie KSM, you thought that business, and as usual, is stopping, because there's a wind of change, and things are going to rise like they do tomorrow. Do you see what is happening? And they were singing with placards. We are going to save Ghana. We are going to save. Oh wow, that is a truly beautiful way of saving Ghana. Parliament opens. There's nothing to discuss about this country, but stopping the procedure of Parliament because the Ablekuma North has no representation. Folks, let me ask you this before I go on. We all lived in this country for 4 solid years, and the people of SAL had no representation. For 4 solid years, people of SAL had no representation. Who did you hear talk? I mean, okay, I have to calm down, you know. Who do you hear talk? And so if you have this case that you want to, this is not the appropriate way to disrupt Parliament and get ready to walk out. Massa, get ready to walk out. Why don't you go and camp at the EC, Nedoano? That's how they do protesting. Oh. Go for a sit-down strike. There will be take your chairs. They go and sit in front of the MP, Electoral Commissioner's office, and say, we are not going to Parliament until this Ablekuma thing is resolved. Folks, otherwise, don't bring that to Parliament and create this craziness. It reminds me of a line from, I think his name is John Dako. He made a very interesting statement during his opposition of oral. But I want you to listen to the statement he made. Listen to this.
No serious country will entertain anything such as this.
Did you hear that? If this was a serious country, listen to this again one more time, I beg.
No serious country will entertain anything such as this.
If this was a serious country, he was talking about if this was a serious country, we wouldn't be chasing the loot. But this is where it should apply. If this was a serious country, the minute minority will not come and sing in parliament.
It's a 276 member house. A 276 member house. Where is the no business here. It's a 276 member house. Where is the commander?
The parliament won't go on. We are ready to walk out. If this was a serious country. And at the same time, folks, it's not just the minority that made my heart jump. It's the majority as well. You, NDC, you have 2/3 majority. And in my, should I say, ideal vim, I'm thinking that Chalinia Master, you're going to all be present at Parliament. Every single one of you, make your presence felt at Parliament. Then we see the actually, and it's for the go on the majority, 2/3 majority. Look at them. Every seat is filled. But instead, what did I see? Take a look at this. See the empty chairs? See the empty chairs? See the empty chairs? And I sit here and ask, so where was the majority in Parliament? And I said, Parliament is start here. You're waiting for another month or so before you make your presence felt. They started the day the president was sworn in. Please, stop this business as usual. Some of us, we are here and we are watching, and let me tell you, we won't give you any breathing space because all we want, we are so focused on nation building that if anything is happening that we know we should point out, we will with speed. Where was the majority? I can imagine if all the majority were in the House and then the minority too was there, I don't think what would have happened. You know? But once again, look at the seats. Where were the majority? And having seen the seats again, I have always had my problem with Afenyo marking when it came to oral. And the kind so say, where it's coming from, no, I don't understand it. So he should pipe down. I told him. But for once, he said something that I totally agree with. Listen to what he said.
Look, all these empty seats. Not when you have all these empty seats. Just look behind you. Just look behind you. I'm not doing government business. I don't have government business. I am opposition leader. My business is at large. Look behind you. How empty the seats are, and direct the whip, the majority chief whip, Honorable the Fiamepo, to get out of the seat. His place is not where he is. This is not the time to be seated in your seat comfortably. Where is Richard Achampo? No, I won't talk about Doyo. They are new. They are two young men. They are supposed to start whipping the members in. Because even if we are to take the bill, the report, you don't have the numbers. And we are going to insist on it.
There we go. I mean, how can I fault Afenyo Markin for saying what he said? That you need to be there. You need to come back and fill your seats, folks. Look, we no longer have business as usual. We have business unusual. And this is what you expect from a country that says they mean business now. everything you're doing changes. Pa, pa, pa. It works like clockwork. Don't go back to the old days. Whenever you go to Parliament, half are not there, and the half that are there, half are asleep or on their phones and all that crap. Yeah, Shemo. We'll start mentioning names by people who are just not doing what they're supposed to do. It is not right, folks. I just finished talking about Charlie. People jackpotting out of Ghana because they want somewhere to go. If we build the Ghana that we all want, I'm telling you, nobody will be thinking about jackpot. Look at the process that people go through the desert, through the sea, all kinds of unimaginable risks that they take just so they can go to somewhere they think maybe there's hope in the horizon. It is so sad. All of this for some small hope. What people are doing, it must be outside Ghana. What Ghanaians are doing, even around Dubai, Haya, Nema, what citizens go through. Slavery, basically. Slavery. Being treated like animals and things. And I'm saying this. What is it in Kwa that we will not be shaking enough to think, say, no, this must stop. Now let's put our country together so that people do not have to go through this. No matter what you do, people must travel. No matter what you do, any day is a basic thing. People must travel, people must go up and down, whether locally, whatever, internally, not locally. Yeah. But don't travel out of desperation, say, your country, you will die in your country if you don't travel. And for many people, that's what they think. That's what they've gotten to. Say, Charlie, where I am there, if I don't travel, I will die. Anything but Ghana. Even Togo. No, folks, so this is what I'm talking about. We cannot continue with business as usual. I was very, very happy when the president sworn in his ministers, and for each of them, he was telling them the task ahead. Say, you Minister of Education, this is what Ghanaians want from you. They are expecting this, they are expecting that. You Minister of Education, this is what we want.
The Honorable Haruna Issu is supposed to work for the people of Ghana to ensure quality education and to ensure that we equip our young people with the skills that they need to go into the world of work. And one of your first responsibilities will be to superintend the National Review Conference on Education, to bring stakeholders together to dialogue on how to improve our educational outcomes.
So please, don't sit down. There's work to do. And then when he inaugurated the agric minister, listen, Ghanaians said they are starving, and they said the cost of food is too high. So they are expecting you in this position, work hard to make sure that there's food. Not only that there is food, but the prices go down. And he told the minister.
To you, Mr. Eric Opoku Agric, Ghanaians are looking for food security, and they're looking for cheap and affordable food to fill their stomachs.
And then he picked the Minister for Finance. And of course, finance is like massa, the economy, the dollar, the rate. This is the advice he gave to the Finance Minister.
In economy, the people of Ghana are looking up to you, Dr. Forsen, to reduce inflation and make life more affordable, reduce the cost of living. They're looking up to you to bring our debt level to sustainable, to bring our national debt to sustainable levels. They're looking to you to stabilize our currency, and they're looking to you to rein in the deficits.
And then he picked the road minister. This whole debate about who has built the best roads and who has not built the best roads and all the stuff. He looked at the road minister and he told him specifically what Ghanaians are expecting.
To you, Mr. Governs Abuja, You probably have one of the most difficult jobs. Everybody in Ghana is complaining about bad roads. You have the duty not only to maintain existing roads, but to provide new roads for smooth transportation.
Then finally, the judicial system, the Attorney General. He also let him know what is expected of him. Check this out.
Attorney General will be required to reform our justice system to make it fair and transparent to all Ghanaians. You'll also be responsible for holding people accountable and making sure that the sword of justice goes after people who have misappropriated the resources of Ghanaians.
So folks, all I'm saying is that I was watching that and said, wow, Mahama means business. Personally instructing them one by one, whether it's for TV or a deal, but no, the intention was that he's telling them publicly, this is what I'm expecting of you. And so these are the things that gave me such a levima and things must change. So you can imagine my disappointment and dismay and shock when I tuned to Parliament and the Minority was singing some Jama songs. It reminded me of way long ago when I was in secondary school and we're doing that. Back in those days, we called them Intako. There were sports between the various secondary schools. And we went there with Jama songs and we were singing Jama. When I saw them, I said, Jama na moto ano. You know? And for once I was like, so where's the NDC representation? Why is somebody not saying that, please, this parliament must continue, there's work to be done? Where are they? And then the camera panned and I'm like, all these empty seats. So what? Why we interfere there? Please, so. And I'm thinking, maybe that's why they all look quiet. Because I think even the minority outnumbered them. Even the minority crowd had outnumbered them. To get a Fenua can cry to come and call you, say,
look, all these empty seats. Not when you have all these empty seats. Just look behind you. Just look behind you. I'm not doing government business. I don't have government business. I am opposition leader. My business is large. Look behind you. How empty the seats are, and direct the whip, the majority chief whip, Honorable Defemako, to get out of the seat. His place is not where he is. This is not the time to be seated in your seat comfortably. They are supposed to start whipping the members in. Because even if we are to take the bill, the report, you don't have the numbers. And we are going to insist on it.
It means you are really out of line. So please, me today, all I want to say is that let us not start with this business as usual crap. It won't get us anywhere. I took on a figure market when he was talking about there's no constitution. I'm kind of put this business as usual crap and let's focus on what we have to deliver. And I'm sending the same message to them, to this majority. You even call Muhammad the supreme leader because he has so much majority. Say, we have never seen some in the history of the Fourth Republic. And then where are you? This is on paper that you are majority, or it should be in your presence. Your majority should be felt in your presence, not on paper. Paper, the business as usual. Your presence means business. Your presence means business. And to quote my good friend, this will not happen in any serious country.
No serious country will entertain anything such as this.
Or for that matter, if it's happening somewhere, Ghana also they pursue. Oh, but even when you go to the UK, not all of them come. Or when you go to the US, no, that's Ghanaians love that. When they're doing something and it's not right, and you point it out to them, they are very, very eager to tell you where else they can point to that are not doing it right. So we always have this mentality that we operate on the lowest common denominator. Tembia no, because this was not right. We should cry It was the same thing that we do with our internal party politics. You know, when NPP does something ridiculous and you put in front of them, NPP time, NDC time, that's not what they did. And when NDC time to come and they tell you something ridiculous, but NPP did the same. Are we joking in this country? Can we let that nonsensical, petty, partisan thinking stop? The youth are looking up to us. The youth of Ghana are looking up to us. The youth of Ghana should start getting a sense of inspiration. Say, oh, Charlie, I won't give up. It is so, so, so important to create hope for the youth of Ghana.
There is reason for hope, and there is every reason for hope. Let today be the dawn of a new era of hope, an era of job creation, an era of accountability, an era of institutional strengthening and resilience, and an era of unparalleled potential for all Ghanaians.
Because why? They are our future. So think about it. If you have created a scenario where the future of our country is giving up because they believe there's no more hope, that's the death of the country. There are no hopes in the horizon for them. You know? So the Japan has started. But on the other hand, folks, if all put our hands to the wheel and work for this country to grow, you will be surprised. I'll do a whole show on it. Not now, class. But if we can get all our hands on deck, if parliamentarians will go to parliament and not just go there, go there and sit down and discuss an intelligent, productive national agenda that will benefit the bulk of the people who voted for you. The poor folk who got up early to go and queue in lines and everything to go and vote for you. Show up in parliament at least to let them know, say, the bulk of the people who voted for you, say, whatever, no. And folks, don't forget this. And if you are going to forget anything I've said today, parliamentarians, I'm talking to you now. If you are going to forget anything I've said today, don't forget one thing. The people are watching. Oh, Charlie, we have gone past the days where you bull crap around and people forgive you. We have gone past it. And if anything at all will show you, the results of the last election will show you, say, we have gone past that. You don't bull crap people with t-shirts. No, I can't know vote amount. Or say, me you sikano, me di no ma tuotia. That's the new thinking. Me you sikano, me di me tuotia, which means yes, if you give me money, I'll take it. If you give me sewing machine, I'll take it. If you give me fridges, I'll take them. But when I enter the polling booth, I'll vote my conscience. That is the new wind that is blowing. So don't take anything for granted. Don't think so. We have just started, so later on, make parliament. Me the yama break hell on this show. You don't go to parliament and see. You think we are joking here? Anyway, Charlie, let me end this today. Look, people like me and my age group and above, whatever we have to inherit, we have inherited it too. So it's not about me. It's not about my age group, so it's about you, the young ones. It's about my sons and daughters, my children, my grandchildren. and great-grandchildren and great-great-grandchildren that are yet to come. What am I leaving them to come and inherit?
Remember that great leadership is not defined merely by the offices we occupy, but by the legacy that we leave for future generations.
Let me close talkshop on this note, and we're back again. But like I say, I'm addicted to hope. I am addicted to hope. So whatever happens, we shall make sure, you and I shall make sure that Ghana shall rise again. See ya.